Yes, sir.
What's up, guys?
Yes. This DJ will kick the floor in three, two, 1.
On the troll.
Yes, we are back again. Hello and welcome again. This one, it's a male figure, obviously. Thabo Bester.
Thabo Bester.
Bester. Yeah. So here we want to hear how things are gonna be. They might be a bit different from what we've heard from Nandipha, maybe. We don't know. But here we go.
Now we are going on a tour of Kgosi Mampuru, where Thabo Bester is being kept. We're going to see how is it compared to Dr. Nandipha's prison stay. Let's have a look.
National from Newsroom Africa. We understand that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana refused to be captured or filmed by members of the media. Did you get consent from Thabo Bester around this visit? Does he know that members of the media will be taking visuals of him or at least be stopping at his cell?
Well, we did interact with Dr. Magudumana, and she indicated that she doesn't want to be interviewed. Members of the media have access to correctional facilities, that's why you're standing here. But if you are going to be wanting to interview Mr. Bester, we have to ask for the consent from him. If he says no, then we respect his right. So there was no need for us to come here and then say to him, we are coming to visit the correctional facility to do an operation, and therefore, do you agree or not? I am doing my work. And my work also includes informing South Africans about the conditions that the offenders are subjected to, and the conditions that our employees are subjected to. So there's no need for me to ask him for permission to come and do my work. But if you want to interview him, we then have to ask for that permission. That permission.
Did
There
you
you go.
hear that?
Yeah. So
Well, he's saying that he doesn't need to ask Thabo Bester
To
for
do his
permission
job.
To do his job.
yes.
But they were asking for Dr. Nandipha. Beku tense.
They spoke for Dr. Nandipha. When it comes to Thabo Bester, they will need to ask from Thabo Bester if he wants that interview or not.
And it's strange how now he's debunking his claim that he's there for Thabo Bester's well-being and to check up on him, and Thabo Bester is literally debunking it in the background. That voice, pay attention to that voice in the background.
Commissioner, if you could just bring... Commissioner, if you could just bring... I mean,
Okay, guys, that's the last one.
just lastly, Mr. Nomalo, you seem to have had a conversation with Dr. Nandipha. I assume, would you be having a conversation with Bester? He seems to be complaining about torture.
Yes, I will have a conversation with him. As I've indicated, that's what we do when we visit correctional facilities for operations. It should not be a conversation that he has with me only as a national commissioner. We have the area commissioner of Mampuru here, Mr. Koga. He's here on a daily basis. There's the acting head of the center here, and then there's the regional commissioner of Gauteng region. I would want to also check the complaints book and see if he has utilized the procedures that are existing, because we do provide for those procedures for any offender. So yes, I'll have a conversation with him, but I'll also check the complaints book, and obviously as management we'll have a discussion about the issues that he would have raised, and we'll give him feedback.
Explain something.
All right.
If we can just...
Mr. Thobakgale, why are you there? Like, honestly.
Here we go.
Why are you there, Mr. Thobakgale? Torture should be alarming, right? As a commissioner. Mr. Thobakgale, why were you there? That is the question.
And now there are processes that must be followed. How can someone who's heading something that is inflicting whatever that is inflicting if really they are doing it in a hush-hush, if they were, as we were told about this torture by Baxter himself, if it was happening, do you think they would record the complaints? That's my question. That's just a small nyana question because, yeah.
Bear with me. The commissioner we're going to certainly engage with Mr. Bester. One, we need to solicit if he would want to engage or not. So please let us avoid taking his images prior to him giving consent for such. Okay, thank you.
And with the door being opened, the commissioner is expected to go and engage with Mr. Thabo Bester in just a moment. All right.
Look at how they're crowded by the door, making sure
So
that
he has
media.
no interest
All right.
cameras,
Okay.
either being engaged or being seen on camera. So yeah, that's where we are. It's his right, to suggest like that. So yeah. But what's important is that the commission.
This one is always coming with the his right thingy.
And it's the quick responses for me. For someone who's crying about torture, I expected the conversation to be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Bemncenge.
No, yes.
Bemncenge and be like, the media.
And if you want
is here.
your stuff to be known by public, I mean, this is the right time and the right platform. Why would you
Exactly.
refuse being on the camera then? After shouting out loud to use the very same mics and all those things to get the message across as a person who's not happy about his stay there because he's allegedly being tortured.
Now, one would argue, Mr. Anonymous, that why should we care even about Thabo Bester's torture or whatever he's trying to say? We're not caring about the torture here. The focus is not on the torture or whatever he says he's going through. It's also a question we have to pose, that is the torture he's talking about not being able to get his way? Is the torture that he's talking about literally physical torture?
Yeah. That's what we wanted to know.
Is here as part of his routine and also to check how inmates are doing. And he's a maximum offender, and it's important that we also ascertain if he has complaints or matters to be attended to. But if he says no, yeah.
Can we hear from the commissioner once he comes out about you're probably going to be raising? But that, of course, the commissioner having gone inside the cell of Mr. Thabo Bester, him indicating that there you have it. The authorities, senior officials within the department have gone into that cell where Mr. Thabo Bester is being housed. And what we're hearing now from the spokesperson, Mr. Singabako, is that Thabo Bester has refused that the media be allowed into his cell at this particular stage. The media, with regard to what Mr. Bester has said, whether he's willing to participate in having a chat with the media, and we'll certainly hear from him in the next few moments with regard to what he is willing to say at this particular stage. But we did hear him shout a few words a bit earlier on with regard to, I'm not sure if Mr. about being tortured. Those are some of the words that we heard. So I guess those are some of the concerns that he's going to raise with the commissioner at this particular stage. And that has been, of course, this would be the right platform which would be used for them then to raise those particular concerns.
Exactly.
So the commissioner coming out now. Let's see if they're going to allow us to go in at this stage. It does not seem so at this particular stage.
Mr. Bester has refused to speak to media. I had a discussion with him. He has indicated that he has utilized our system to lodge complaints. So I'm now going to check the complaints book, and it's the complaint and request book. I'm going to check that and then I'll have a discussion with the management of the center here, and we can take things forward. He has also requested that I come back and see him the other issues that he wants to discuss with me as the National Commissioner, of course, without many people around. So I will give him that time. That's what we do. So I will come back again.
Would you kindly take us into your confidence about what concerns he has raised with you? We heard him shout something like torture there. Is that what he raised with you?
No, he didn't raise the torture issue with me. He doesn't look like somebody that has been tortured. My understanding is that the environment itself is the one that he is not happy about. But this is for his own security.
What about the environment?
The isolation space that you see here, the highly secured space that you see. But as I've indicated, this is for his security also.
But from what we heard, at least while we were outside, Commissioner, what he screamed out was that they don't ask for consent to torture.
So it's an environment that is complaining about.
You don't ask for permission to torture people. Those were tough.
That's what he
Yeah,
said.
but I'm saying that's what he did not raise with me. I went in, I discussed with him. He also gave me this, which he said I must go through. I'm going to go through and I'm going to give him feedback.
So I understand some complaints from Mr. Bester that he was receiving unwanted visits here at the Kgosi Mampuru prison. I understand that you as correctional services are aware of that. Have you sought to deal with that as well?
Well, I am not aware of that. I'm not aware of an instance where he has been receiving, unwanted visits. Access to him is open to correctional officials that do their work. It is open to the police. It is open to his lawyers, and then he then gets visits like any other offender during the designated times, and it should be visits that he accepts. If he doesn't accept, we do not allow that.
Yeah, there you go.
Now a lot is happening there. Wish. So this is a point that Griselda, of course, did have an exclusive with Thabo Bester's former advising attorney, Chirele Zondo. Remember that? And she was asking about the unwarranted visits that they are hearing that Thabo Bester is receiving. And it almost felt like Chirele was using that platform to say, we know you are visiting him and we are asking you to stop. Our client doesn't want you to visit them. And now they are saying that, okay, fine. If he says that he doesn't want any visitors, then we intervene. Okay, fine. We hear that.
Who was visiting?
We would not know. We will never know, unfortunately. But it's also giving very hush-hush. It's giving... That was too short of a visit for someone who's complaining about being tortured.
Yes, it was. And
It was
it
a
is
very
being
short
reduced to an
conversation.
environmental torturing where you don't feel like you should be in a closed door room or something like
It's
that.
reduced to
Now
that.
it is being reduced to that. I mean, why would you shout at that? I mean, being in prison, it's not a privilege.
No, it's not.
So why would you be saying things like that?
It's been reduced to he's not happy with the environment. He's not happy with the... But it would have been nice if the media got to get the answer from the source, what the torture is about.
Yes, it would be nice to get something like that. And now he's being told to come back alone.
And go through a complaints book
I mean,
where there's a possibility that those complaints may not have even been recorded, or if they were recorded, they were just simply discarded.
and if indeed that's the privilege that everyone gets, then why are we hearing stories from the Agenda Network? That's a privilege that you're having. You are given a certain level of comfort.
Now, it's very strange, the fact that that visit took that short for someone who's crying about torture. To me, I'm like, what was the point of this, Mr. Commissioner? What was the point of all of this visit? Please explain to us, because now we are left with even more questions as to what is happening.
Well, that's
And
it.
I don't believe that he was. Do you believe he was asked for permission to speak to the media? Let us start there.
Look, I've mentioned that I felt like there's too much defense there.
Because for somebody who has complaints, even Griselda raises it in the clip, that this would be a perfect platform. For someone who has complaints, this would be a perfect platform for them to express themselves. But it didn't happen. And Thabo Bester said, no, I don't want to speak to the media. Come on now, you all can do better than that. You honestly can do better than that. Okay, we are not fools. As much as we don't like talking too much, we're not lying. We're not sleeping.
Yeah, let's hear what you guys have to say.
Yeah, you
The
guys
video
tell
is
us
here
what you
for you,
think. Yeah.
and tell us what you guys think. Let us hear your view.
Let us hear what you guys saw. Maybe we missed something. Write it down. Tell us. We are there in the comments. Sisonke.
It's a bye from me.